Back home now, and the Victorian Premier's office has released the first brief update from Daniel Andrews' trip to China as his government continues to face pressure over the lack of transparency around the trip. Let's go live to Simon Love, our Victoria political reporter. And Simon, not a lot of detail in this first dispatch from Beijing around Daniel Andrews' trip, but still a lot of criticism as to why there were no cameras, no media allowed to accompany him. It's very odd.
Yes, and the Australian Journalists Federation, I've spoken to Peter Grester, he's hit out at this as well, the MEAA, and I understand the Parliamentary Press Gallery is considering a formal position on this too. I'll just take you through what the Premier's office has supplied today by way of an update, who he's met with. So they've confirmed that Daniel Andrews has landed in Beijing, that he's met with the Commissioner for Victoria to China, Brett Stevens, Australia's Ambassador to China, Graham Fletcher. He's also met with the Chinese People's Association for Friendship in Foreign Countries, a figure from there. We told you last hour some of the past positions that the US has taken on that group that are quite interesting. China's Education Minister as well, and the Mayor of Beijing. Now, this trip is under a lot of scrutiny at the moment, and today what's come to light is comments Daniel Andrews has made to Chinese media in 2019, before one of his previous trips to China, talking about the importance of Victoria's relationship with China.
You know, the Chinese story is absolutely central to the Victorian story for more than 150 years. You can't imagine a modern Victoria without the Chinese influence.
As well as those media groups that I mentioned before formally, there are concerns around, from the state opposition here in Victoria, around the transparency involved and coming from this trip, given that small update?
What's the Premier doing over there? Who's he meeting with? Why can't industry leaders go over there? It's a big break with protocol, and it's entirely unclear why it's happening.
But here on the ground in Melbourne today, the acting Premier Jacinda Allen maintains that Daniel Andrews' trip is important, so that that Victoria can maintain a strong relationship with China, and also to try and encourage more international students to come to Melbourne and Victoria. Kieran?
Simon, thanks for the update.